the one, the only Benzion. Good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube. Iyun with Benzion. Today we're doing Benzion Sotah, Daf Lamed Gimel, number 33. I want to talk today about an argument I have with Art Scroll, maybe Rashi. The Gemara, the Mishnah said in the beginning of the parak that tefillah could be done in any language. And the Gemara explains why tefillah. It's rachamihi. It's mercy. You want to ask God for mercy. It's a personal conversation between you and God. Any way that you can explain yourself, right, and talk, we feel comfortable asking God what you need, so you should do it in that language. The Gemara asks, "Amar Rav Yehuda lo al yishal adam sracha b'lashon aramis." The Amar Rabbi Yochanan kol hashol sracha b'lashon arami. Ein malachei yashar niskakin lo. Lefisha ein malachei yashar makir b'lashon arami. They have a Gemara. It's also quoted in Masechah Shabbos. It's not good to use aramis, which is a type of foreign language, even though the Gemara, the Talmud Babas are in aramis. But any language, English, Aramis, Aramaic, it's not good because the Malachim don't understand it. The Malachim bring your tefillos to God. And they don't understand it. How are they going to bring your tefillos to God? So the Gemara answers, Habi Yachal Kash, Habi Yachal Habit Tzibur. It depends. If you're davening privately in your home, or you're davening in the minyan. So according to Rashi, and according to Art Scroll, it means like this. If you're davening by yourself, so you need the Malachim to bring it to God. You don't have a strong tefillah. However, the Gemara in Bracha says when you daven with a minyan, Hashem will always listen to the tefillah of the tzibur. He hears it directly. He hears the tefillah directly. So you don't need malachim, so you can say it in any language. By yourself, you need to say it in Hebrew. Now, according to this, Yachid and Tzibur means Yachid, he's davening at home by himself. And Tzibur, he's davening his private Shemona Esrei with the Tzibur. I don't think it means that. I think that Tzibur means the Shliach Tzibur. That's what it means. The Shliach Tzibur. And I think it's exactly the opposite of this. When it's biyachid, when you're by yourself, so you're having a personal conversation with God. So then, like the Gemara says, whatever language you feel comfortable and you want to be more comfortable, so you could ask exactly and precisely what you need from God. However, when you're b'tzibur, I don't believe it means your tefillah balachash b'tzibur, when everyone's davening privately b'tzibur, it's like biyachid. Tzibur means when chazar hashas, when it's in the public, when the chazan repeats Shemona Esrei, he has to do that in Hebrew. Why? Because I mentioned yesterday that when it comes to public proclamations, that is done in the most official language, right? It's most public proclamations of the Torah, of God, things that are mitzvos in the Torah, are supposed to be done in the most official language of the king. It's a public display of Melech Malachei Amlachim, King of Kings. He wants to be done in the holiest language that he personally created the world with. So the Chazan, the Shliach Tzibur, should say it only in Lashon HaKodesh. However, when it comes to a personal tefillah, whether you're at home or you're even in a tzibur, but you're davening your private Shemona Esrei, then you can say it in any language you want, right? And the Gemara says, "Malach Yashar Niskakin Lo." That's talking about they're upset that you're davening. The Shliach Tzibur is davening in a language that's disrespectful to God. The public proclamation, you do it in Hebrew. And I mentioned that's exactly whenever it says aniyah means to chant something out loud, right? A lot of the halachas we learned that mikra bikurim and chalitza and the brachos and klolos and har grizah and har yivul, all public proclamations. Chalitza is usually only done in front of a beis din, could be in front of 10 people. Mikra bikurim, there's a large audience there. Brachos, har grizah and har yivul, it says aniyah. Even though there's amira also, but it says the word aniyah. We learn from aniyah that it's done b'kol ram, it's done aloud. Right, we learn the Haggadah from Kol Ram, from that, Hashem spoke loud. When Hashem speaks, and He speaks publicly, and you're speaking on behalf of God, do the mitzvahs in a public fashion, you want to speak in the language of God, the most respectful language, the most honorary language there is, which is Hebrew, Lashon HaKodesh. Anything that's private, which is Amira, just says Amira, doesn't say Aniyah. So that's a private conversation. We have a private conversation with the people. That's what I mentioned yesterday, Sotah. Right, the Kohen's talking to the lady. It says the word va'amar. Just the word amar without the word aniyah means a private conversation. A private conversation between people. Maybe the word dibur is a secret conversation. We talked about that at the beginning of Maseches Yuma. But amira is a personal conversation between people. So you do it in any language that you best both understand, because the purpose is just to convey information between you and the other person. So you want to do it. The best idea is to do it in any language, or at least allowed to do it in any language that you both understand. And that's why I believe that the correct interpretation over here, when it's a private conversation between you and God, so say it in a way that you understand. But publicly, the Shliach Tzibur doing it, has to be in a way that's an honor to God. And the most honorable language is Lashon HaKodesh. That's what I believe the correct interpretation is. Hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.